Hello everybody, in this Superdense review video, I'm going to be telling you everything that you need to know about Superdense. If you do have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. I will also be leaving a discounted link so that you can always get your money's worth for Superdense. Essentially, Superdense is a piece of software and a website that is really useful for web junkies, people who like minimalism, and it's basically a way to put all of the websites that you enjoy using in a very easy way so that you can navigate to them with much simplicity and ease. So from what we can see, this is what the homepage looks like. We have a very simple white taskbar at the top, along with our dashboard featuring all of the different categories of different websites that you may want to get to. So default, we obviously have social, development, and text art. So we're going to begin with this main section here. As you can see, it's quite difficult to distinguish what is a link, but I'm going to be showing you. So as you can see at the top here, we simply have the name of the website, our account name, and then we have home, and we have an extra 3 dots menu. So if we click home, this simply takes us to this homepage. This is our regular homepage. So if we hit these 3 menus, we have these 3 options. Public will change it to a public bookmark area so that many people can view it. You can share it with whoever you want, and it could be with people who use very similar websites to you, or if you're a company and you want to have specific websites for your employees to visit, this is a really efficient way of doing that. There's also the option to hit add new space. If I go ahead and click this will allow us to name it. So I'm just going to call it 1. Simple as that, number 1. And this will create a completely separate category with an individual link to it. If I go ahead and click this plus category button, I will enter a category name. We're going to call it websites. And then we have a little plus button that we can hit. As soon as we hit this, we can enter a website URL. So I'm going to go ahead and put in YouTube. So https youtube.com. Simple as that. And as soon as I hit enter, the website will appear. You can also go ahead and select as many different categories as you want. The website can host as many different external URLs as you want, although not all of them will have their own individual logo, such as YouTube. And finally, you can hit change name. This very simply will allow you to change the name of your space from, say, 1 to 2. And we just hit update, and then the link will change to number 2, as you can see at the end there. So then this means we have this top tasks bar to have a little look at. If you go to the search bar, this essentially allows you to search for different websites. So as you can see in this one, I only have YouTube available right now. If I simply type in YouTube, YouTube will be visible. As I've only got one website, I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like if I do not put YouTube. Say I wanted Twitter. As you can see, the YouTube logo has now been blurred out, showcasing I don't have Twitter and that the YouTube link is not the correct one. If I go ahead and hit Quick Start, this brings up a little bit of a tour of how to use the website. For instance, if I hit this, it will essentially take me on a little bit of a tutorial saying how to add a bookmark, add new categories, edit mode, and etc. We're also going to go on to what's new. If I go into what's new, this gives a load of updates that have been just pushed out and have just been launched. And you can also hit this little submit an idea prompt at the top right, should you wish to give any feedback to the developers. And finally, if you hit the menu button, you can toggle between dark mode and light mode. I prefer dark. You can also go to your settings, your subscription settings, you can contact support, or you can log out. As subscription and support are fairly self-explanatory, I'm going to go into settings and have a little look here. As you can see, we have a number of options at the top, all showcasing fairly obvious things that you would find in a typical section. For example, under account, you can change your email address, your password, username, display name, bio, web page, and delete all your account data. Under data, you can simply import CSV or HTML, and you can also export your website in a certain format as well. So say, for example, your browser already had a bunch of bookmarks and you didn't want to individually transfer them across, this is what you would do. And if you wanted to switch browser, then you would use the export feature in order to put them all on to your different browser. We're now going to move on to the icon sizing and the design aspect. So you can actually change the size of each of your bookmarks up to 32 pixels and to a minimum of 22. You can also select a background if dark mode and light mode just don't take your fancy for whatever reason. And you can also select different styling using a CSS format. This is something that many different websites will use, and different social media that abide by the HTML language. And then you can also use the actions bar at the bottom to open links in the same tab, and simply hit update and your changes will be made. Under team, You will need to upgrade your subscription in order to invite different people. However, this will allow you to invite different people to view the same space as you, and this will allow you to share websites among people, friends, family, employees, colleagues, whichever you decide. Under the branding category, as you can see, this is another premium feature, but as you can see, it says you can access features such as custom domains and white labeling. This gives your space a little bit more, customizability and personality to it. Say you have a website, say hello.com, and you wanted the website to be moved onto that domain, all you would need to do is upgrade here and then link that website to your own URL. And then finally, the subscription category allows you to upgrade. As you can see, there are 3 different tiers. You have solo, team, and monthly, all at different price points. I'd say this is fairly reasonable. $5 a month for a solo, $20 a month for a team, and almost $80 a month for company. If you do decide to do a yearly subscription, you can also save 35%. There's also a redeems coupon at the bottom. Now if we go ahead and hit this back button at the top left, we head back to our main section. If I remove the search bar, we can then go ahead and hit edit. Now what edit allows you to do is add different columns, so you can actually have different sections for completely separate things. So if I add another column, this basically allows you to add, it makes the page look a little bit more full, and if I add say 3 columns and then hit save, I now have 3 columns of which I can add different things to. So essentially you've got an almost unlimited amount of links that you can put, or bookmarks that you can put on the page. As you can see, I can hit 4 columns and each of these support quite a number. So it won't be an infinite amount of websites that you can have, but it will be a plentiful amount so you won't ever really run out. And that concludes my review and demonstration of Superdense. What do I think of Superdense now is the question. Now, Superdense is very interesting because it's very simple, and the free version offers a plethora of tools for individuals and minimalists to be able to use. I really like that. I like that it isn't really hidden behind a paywall, and they really only make you pay if you really need that for a business or commercial aspect of your life. Would I recommend Superdense? The answer is simply yes. This is something that I would definitely use myself, and to be able to recommend it would be something that I would definitely do. I think many people will be able to find this useful if they don't like the cluttered aspect of some browsers' bookmark options and features. I think this allows to just have a very simple pin tab in the top right hand, top left hand side of your screen that you can quickly access and view any simple website that you desire to go to. Thank you very much for watching this Superdense review. I hope you found it helpful. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.